Hey guys, welcome to the very first, Hey guys, welcome to the very first recap of Celebrity Apprentice. What a lineup this season. Oh man, it's a real freak show. I almost thought that they got the buses mixed up for Celebrity Rehab and Celebrity Apprentice because most of these people have been there already. Alright, so they met up at Radio City to show off the Rockettes. That's the only thing I can figure out why they met there, because then they split it up, men versus women. They went to their respective suites. They had to hash around the idea, the name ideas and come up with a PM for each team. The men had some interesting name choices, one of them being the Sperm Farmers. Really? Really? They ended up coming up with Backbone, and Richard Hatch was pretty much voted in as the Prime Minister, the project manager. Star Jones brought her dog, very cute, but should you really be bringing your dog to the show? I'm thinking no. They came up with the name ASAP, which they couldn't figure out whether it meant actors or artists or singers or authors or performers or professionals. Very confusing. Then everyone volunteered Star to be the PM. She finally agreed. The task this week is to make and sell pizza in New York City, 2 locations, either 8th Street and Broadway or 50th Street up in the theater district. The ladies ended up choosing the theater district and the men got stuck with the college crew downtown. So at Backbone, Hatch immediately was a jerk to David Cassidy. The two of them just didn't go together. And Gary makes a very crazy Bible thumper. Is it Bible thumper or is it tub thumper? I can never remember. Cassidy, he told Hatch, "Don't touch me." And he kind of touched him. I mean, he was like, he pushed me. I mean, he it wasn't anything insane. At ASAP, the ladies, they're a little bit crazy. I'm sorry. Especially Lisa Rinna. I mean, she's the ringleader of crazy on the ladies' team. She's like, these pizzas feel like breast implants, but I wouldn't know about that. Ha ha ha. I just had my lips reduced. I don't know. There's a little craziness going on at the ladies' team, and I'm sure LaToya is going to contribute to that. She hasn't so much yet, but I'm sure that was the edit. Gary Busey, when it was time to come to selling, he started throwing pepperoni around. He had on this ill-fitting, awful colored, duty-colored suit, and he was the pepperoni prophet. It was all kind of weird. Nikki Taylor, on the other hand, was really great at making pizzas. She's a mom, and I guess she's got some cooking experience, and Dionne Warwick, just ring up the customers. It's really not that hard. All they have to do is swipe their cards. For real. So the men were getting a lot of celebrities, a lot of big donations, but you know what? So were the ladies. They were getting some huge donations. I think Howard Lutnick came in and said, I want to order 40 pizzas at $1,000 a piece. So yeah. Curtis Stone showed up. He was judging who was going to have the most tasty pizza, the tastiest pizza, and they were going to get $35,000, but they didn't know it. So the Star Jones made the executive decision that she was going to close the doors because there was just too many delivery orders, and she really wanted to cash in on that $40,000 pizza order. When she realized that she couldn't make 40 pizzas in the time that it took, she bargained it down to 1 pizza. So they called Marley and Lisa back, and of course they were pissed because they didn't know what the hell was going on. Nobody explained it to them. The delivery was taking too long. The clock was ticking. They were sent out to deliver the $40,000 pizza and the 8 pizzas to the firehouse to collect the $35,000, which they didn't know was going to be $35,000. Well, they ended up delivering the $40,000 pizza, but they just didn't make it to the firehouse in time, so they lost out on that. So in the boardroom, Lisa and Star were pretty much semi at each other's throats. Lisa didn't understand why they closed the store. I mean, didn't they have 5 minutes before the boardroom where somebody could have explained this to her for real? Gary's phone started ringing. It was a real circus. He couldn't shut it off. Then he was really confused, and then Trump asked him, what could you have done better? And he said, we could have done everything better because we did better. A lot of eye rolls and disgusted looks for Gary Busey. Jose, he didn't like Richard Hatch, and Richard Hatch did not like him. The men raised $54,000 and the women raised $115,000. So you do the math, the women won. And since they didn't award the $35,000 to the women's team, they decided that they were going to give it to Nikki Taylor's charity, which was the American Red Cross, because she had the delicious pizza pies. Which was cool because, you know, I would hate to see the money not get awarded. At least it went to somebody's charity. So I couldn't believe when Star said that 81 million people suffer from heart disease. That's crazy. That's like 1 in 4, isn't it, in the United States? That's huge. Well, I'm glad that they're going to be getting the charity money then, because that's a lot of people. Boardroom time. Everybody threw Richard Hatch under the bus. Pretty much everybody, and with good reason. He's pretty much creepy. And Hatch, he fired right back. He called Jose stupid. He called David Cassidy a little person, fragile, you know, delicate. Ivanka Trump was kind of pissed, I think, you know, for him calling out David Cassidy. So it looked pretty much like like Richard Hatch was going to get fired. He decided he was going to bring back David and Jose into the boardroom. And it seemed like a real no-brainer. I mean, like 100% that Richard Hatch was going to get fired, and Trump turns around and is just like, David, you're fired. What insanity. I mean, come on. I couldn't understand what was going on there at all. I still don't know why Trump fired David Cassidy, because it just seemed like it was the wrong thing to do. But if you know why he did it, can you please put it in the comments? Because I'm just at a total loss right now. Next week, I don't know what the hell's going on, but you know what? I can guarantee it's going to be insane. So until next week, much love.